Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? It's Crazy Al Kane. Sugarcane.com, CACTV. I'm about to give you the results of the April 2020 Sugarcane.com Bike of the Month. So I have this series on Sugarcane.com called the Bike of the Day. It's a series where people submit their custom BMX builds, and if I like them, I post them on the site. So I stepped it up from there and did a series called Bike of the Month. Now the other cool thing is people can come to the site and they can rate the bikes that are featured on Bike of the Day. So they can come in there and rate the color, they can rate the parts, they can rate the originality, and they can also rate the overall style of the bike. So let's go to the website and see how all that works. We're going to go there right now and see how all that works. So you come over here, go to the actual article page that features the bike. You scroll down a little bit and you come to this box. It shows you the actual rating of the bike. This bike has an 8.48 out of 10. So you can rate the bikes from 0 to 10. It also shows you how many users voted for the bike. And next to that, you see the actual overall rating of each individual criteria. And then below that, son, you have the actual votes that people did, the actual ratings that people did. And you can see how each person rated this bicycle. So somebody gave it a 9 out of 10, somebody gave it an 8.4 out of 10. You can also respond to these by clicking on the thumbs up or thumbs down if you like what they rated. If you didn't like what they rated, you can actually do all that. You can actually share that person's rating. And when you scroll down a little bit more, you'll find a place where you can actually put your ratings in. So we have these sliders here where you can actually leave your rating. So what you do is you use a slider, you slide it up or down to where you want to rate the person's bike, and after you do that, you submit it, and then it goes in, it winds up at the top of the results here, and it will also change the overall result depending on what you did. So that's how you rate the bikes on the website. So you can go to any one of these article pages and rate any bike you want. We encourage people who just visit the site to come through and definitely rate the bikes. We like some unbiased ratings in there too, because I know a lot of people tell their friends to go and rate the bikes. So we definitely want to have some just regular people who have no stake in the game rating the bikes as well, because it's totally up to the viewers to rate the bikes. So now let's go to the page where you can see all the bikes that were submitted for April. We're going to go there right now, son. So this is the Bike of the Day page where you can see all the bikes that were submitted for all the Bike of the Days that I ever did. But right now I'm going to show you April's Bike of the Day submissions. So let's start with the first bike that was submitted in April. And that bike is Anthony Jefferson's GT Speed Series Pro 24. And that bad boy looks pretty fresh. Next bike is Casey Jones. He had a standard 125R OS 20 edition. So it has a little bit bigger wheels than the regular 20-inch bike. Those bikes are getting real popular now because they're a lot more forgiving than a regular 20-inch. They're more stable, they feel better, and they look fresh. Max Thurrett sent us a super long, yes, Type X triple XL in blue, and he also had some jet fuel parts on that, and I thought that looked real fresh, how the jet fuel and the blue looked together. It was real dope. People loved it, and it was fresh. Parker Jones out of Tennessee sent us this really fresh looking, yes, World Cup Elite Pro XL. Damien sent us this really fresh looking Rift RS20 in the Army Green. This is the first time we had a Rift featured as a Bike of the Day on the site, and it's really good to see Rift making it happen, man. Those bikes are really fresh, and I'm looking forward to see some more. So all my people who are riding the Rift, send your bikes, man. Send them customs. Let me see them. We also had a junior bike featured as Bike of the Day. This bike was sent to us by Wyatt. It's an Avent Orca V2E carbon bike, and it has a lot of carbon on it. It's got a carbon forks, carbon bars. This bike is just laced up, and I like the crazy colorway it got on it. It's got the teal colorway with the blue and the purple and the gold. It is pretty fresh. A lot of people was liking this bike. A lot of people viewed this bike, and it got a lot of love. A lot of love. Ooh, look at that bike. That bike is fresh. I like that joint. That joint is fresh. I want to get that for my kid. That's what I need. I need to get that bike for my kid because that bike is fresh. I love this bike. It's dope. It's real dope. It's real fresh. I want to see some more bikes. Josh Harris sent us this really fresh Stay Strong V3 Pro XXL. It's got a bunch of box parts on it. A lot of people have been sending bikes with box parts. So Box has been really doing that thing right now with these bikes. So shout out to them. Shout out to Box Parts because people are really buying their parts a lot. I like that purple. I like that teal. I like that pink. Yeah, that bike is fresh. That bike is fresh. So this bike right here, this bike is crazy. This is a Daylight Arc C1 and it is done phenomenally. They call this one the Emerald Illusion. So this is a custom one-off colorway that they did, and it's so many details to this colorway and to the paint job they did. They always doing some really great work on these Daylights. These guys really next level when it comes to making these custom builds and making these beautiful looking bikes. Somebody's always sending me a Daylight that just looks amazing. Definitely show stopping bikes. They can actually do a Daylight bike show where they just feature all Daylight customs, and they have so many dope customs, it's retarded. See what I'm saying? You see what I mean? You see what I mean, right? You see what I mean? The Daylights are serious. They have some sick custom paint jobs. Now this right here, this is a 24-inch Arc C1. They call it the Glory because, you know, it has the American flag colorway. It's also a weathered paint job that they have on there. So it's like weather damaged style paint job. It's just a dope bike. The color coordination on it is crazy, from just the frame colors to the parts, how they have the blue V Speedster on the front and the red V Speedster on the back. I always love the V Speedster tires, so you know the different color walls on those tires are just fresh. Oh, and check it out. This bike actually has Avent cranks, not box. It's a bike that doesn't have box cranks. Daniel Steele sent me this murdered out Chase Act 1.0 Pro Double XL. I was feeling this bike. It was all black and it had that baby blue Chase decal for an offset. This bike is cool because it's Geoff Ssengoba's personal whip, and he is the owner of TFS 24/7, and this is his personal ride, a 24/7. It's crazy with the crazy colorways. I did a quick Q&A with him on this article and talked about TFS and if he's still making the frames and if they can be, if he's gonna start making frames again, because he stopped making them a while ago. There's still some floating around, but he stopped making them a while ago. But hopefully with this post, he might start making them again. It'd be really cool to see him back in the game making those TFS bikes. So give him a holler if you want to get a bike. Maybe you can give a little nudge, like make some more of those TFSs. So we got another cruiser in the mix, a Meybo Holeshot 24-inch. Got sent to me by Scott Lachanski. This bike right here, it just looks so clean. When you look at the pictures on the website, the bike just looks really clean. I like how he has the purple and has the white highlights. I just thought it was really well done. It's a really tight, solid bike. And shout out to Scott for sending me that. Make sure y'all send me some more Meybos. I want to see some more Meybos, y'all. This list is open for anybody with a BMX bike. Send those Meybos to me. I want to see them, son. And the last bike that was submitted for April is this beautiful Haro Citizen Brooke Crain edition that was sent to me by John Pullman. And this bike right here got a lot of love, a lot of feedback, a lot of votes, a lot of ratings, all that good stuff. And it also, check this out, it's got Pro Max cranks, not box cranks, Pro Max cranks. So shout out to Pro Max for getting some shine, because box is killing it right now with the cranks. Everybody's getting box cranks. This is what we're gonna do. So for May, I need some people to send me some bikes with Pro Max cranks. How about that? Send me some bikes with Pro Max cranks. Let's get some Pro Max love, some Pro Max shine with the crank situation. So anybody's got a custom build that's got Pro Max cranks, send them in, all right? How many of y'all watching this right now, looking at this list of bikes, thinking to yourself, I've never heard of any of these bikes? Maybe a Haro you might have heard of, but other than that, you haven't heard of any of these bikes. So the other cool thing about this list and about what I'm trying to do with it is expose you guys to all the different selection of bikes that are out there. You know, a lot of people, when they think BMX, they look at a lot of street bikes, or they look at, you know, the 29-inch bikes and the 26-inch bikes. When people look at mountain bikes or whatever the case is, a lot of people don't know about all the racing bikes that they have an option to buy. And just remember, racing bikes are not just for racing. You can still cruise around on them. You can still cruise the block on them, raise the seat post up and just cruise around town. You can still ride a little bit of street on them if you want to. You know, you can jump a couple of curbs and stuff. These bikes are made for jumping 30-foot doubles, so they can handle some abuse. So with that being said, we're going to go to the results page to find out which bike won for Bike of the Month. So this is the page. This is the page where all the results are. This is the chart of the April 2020 Bike of the Month results. So as you can see on this chart right here, the number one bike, the first bike on the chart is the Haro Citizen Brooke Crain edition, sent in by John Pullman. Shout out to John Pullman. Big round of applause for John Pullman. Congratulations, son. So what's gonna happen is once I get my budget right and we start working again, I'm gonna give him some swag. I got some swag I'm gonna send his way for having his bike win. So we're gonna be doing this every month. May is the next one. We already have one bike that's submitted. It's an amazing Hutch Trickstar. So we want you guys to send some more bikes. Right now it's May 14th. We only have one bike this month, so you can actually see the Hutch on that widget right there. It's got a 9.84 rating already. But anyways, you're probably wondering right now how you can submit your bike to be featured on Bike of the Day. And the way you do that is, let me show you. I'm going to take you to a page that will show you how to do this. So every article has these instructions on their page, and I'm going to read it off to you real quick. So what you got to do to submit your bike is you have to comment on at least 2 articles on sugarcane.com. It's very important that you comment on the site because it helps the site grow. I love bringing you guys all this BMX content, and if you can help my site grow and get more views, get more people to check it out, that'd be amazing. And the way you do that is by leaving comments on the site. Definitely post at least 2 comments. If you're going to post more comments, that'll be awesome. I need to get a full parts list of the bike, a full parts list, all the parts on your bike. We need to get a list of it because there's people watching. People want to see what kind of parts you got. They might want to buy some, so definitely let everybody know all the parts on your bike. Also, we need some great pictures of your bike. When you're taking pictures of your bike, think about it being in a magazine. You want to get those magazine shots. I also want you to send me a description of your bike. It's one of the most important parts of the series, where we have people tell us how they built the bike, why they built the bike, the inspiration behind the bike. A lot of times people return after like 30 or 20 years from not racing back into racing or just riding BMX in general. So it's good to hear those stories. I love hearing those stories, and I'm pretty sure the viewers love to hear those stories. So send those stories in, those inspirations. And once you do that, then I'll look at the bike, I'll check it out. If I like the build, then I will post it and feature it. So with that said, we're on to the May competition. Send those bikes in for May. If you like the content that you're seeing on the site, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification button so you know when I'm posting new videos. And also visit sugarcane.com. That's pretty much it, man. Crazy Out Cane, sugarcane.com, CACTV. The movement is growing. We're going in crazy for 2020. All right, so I'm out, and back to you, Billy. Ooh, look at that bike. That bike is fresh. I like that joint. I want to get that for my kid. That's what I need. I need to get that bike for my kid because that bike is fresh. I love this bike. It's dope. It's real dope. Real fresh. I want to